But on my show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as you probably know, my guest star is Fred Allen. And a lot of people think, of course, because of this feud that's been going on for so many years, that Fred and I are enemies, that we hate each other. And this isn't true at all, because Fred Allen and I are the best of friends. Well, maybe I'm overdoing it. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. I wouldn't say that we were the best of friends. You know, I would just say that let's say that we're friends. You know, just friends. Of course, friends might not be the exact word that I'm trying to say. What I mean is that we're more, well, I don't know, maybe we do hate each other. I know I can't stand him.
On December 30th, 1936, comedian Fred Allen ad-libbed a joke on his radio show, mocking Jack Benny's violin playing. Benny responded the following week on his own show, with a crack at Allen's expense. And with that, one of the longest-running mock feuds in showbiz history was on. In reality, Benny and Allen were colleagues and good friends, but they enjoyed playing comic adversaries. It was easy enough to get the swipes in. Benny's comic persona was a miserly penny pincher, and a vain one. Decade after decade, he claimed to be 39 years old. Fred Allen's public persona was that of a sad sack who was perpetually unemployed, and his goofy physical appearance was also fair game. The two comedians continued to taunt and ridicule each other in the ensuing months, then announced they would settle their differences with an on-air fistfight called the Battle of the Century on March 14th. But the broadcast, which actually ended with the two combatants singing a duet, only made their rivalry more popular than ever. Benny and Allen continued to spar on their respective radio programs well into the 1940s.
Well, that's what I like about you, Jack. You'll say anything for a laugh. And someday you may get one.
Thanks. By the way, Fred, how are you coming along with your picture?
I just finished the picture, Jack, that's called It's in the Bag.
Oh, well, it ought to be a success. You're advertising it under each eye. Anyway, good luck on the picture.
Well, thanks. You know, Jack, people would sure be surprised to hear you wishing me luck. They think our feud is on the level.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder how many of my listeners, my ex-listeners, thought I was serious last year when I said, Benny isn't really cheap. It's just that he has short arms and carries his money low in his pocket.
Yeah. You know, and I bet a lot of my listeners thought I meant it when I said the way Allen talks through his nose, he's the only comedian on radio who tells them and smells them at the same time.
Benny and Allen extended the feud into the movies as well, and in the 1950s, brought it to television.
Fred Allen, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, coming in here and trying to get my job away from me.
Well, gee, Jack, I had to do something. I've eaten so much of that dog food, they've written a song about me being in a window.
Fred Allen died in 1956, and the feud died with him. Jack Benny, born the same year as Allen, survived until 1974, becoming a beloved show business institution. Fred Allen, by comparison, is largely forgotten today, and when he's remembered, it's usually for his rivalry with Benny. By that measure, at least, in the Battle of the Century, it's Jack Benny for the win.